Hello and welcome back to A Course in Miracles workbook for students. We are on lesson 126. All that I give is given to myself. Today's idea, completely alien to the ego and the thinking of the world, is crucial to the thought reversal that this course will bring about. If you believed this statement, there would be no problem in complete forgiveness, certainty of goal, and sure direction. You would understand the means by which salvation comes to you and would not hesitate to use it now.
Let us consider what you do believe in place of this idea. It seems to you that other people are apart from you and able to behave in ways which have no bearing on your thoughts, nor yours on theirs. Therefore, your attitude have no effect on them, and their appeals for help are not in any way related to your own. You further think that they can sin without affecting your perception of yourself, while you can judge their sin and yet remain apart from condemnation and at peace.
When you forgive a sin, there is no gain to you directly. You give charity to one unworthy merely to point out that you are better on a higher plane than he whom you forgive. He has not earned your charitable tolerance which you bestow on one another, on one unworthy of the gift, because his sins have lowered him beneath a true equality with you. He has no claim on your forgiveness. It holds out a gift to him, but hardly to yourself.
Thus is forgiveness basically unsound, a charitable whim, benevolent yet undeserved, a gift bestowed at times, at other times withheld. Unmerited withholding is just. Is it Withholding it is just, nor is it fair that you should suffer when it is withheld. The sin that you forgive is not your own. Someone apart from you committed it. And if you are then gracious unto him by giving him what he does not deserve, the gift is no more yours than was his sin.
If this be true, forgiveness has no grounds on which to rest dependably and sure. It is an eccentricity in which you sometimes choose to give indulgently an undeserved reprieve, yet it remains your right to let the sinner not escape the justified repayment for his sin. Think you the Lord of heaven would allow the world's salvation to depend on this? Would not his care for you be small indeed if your salvation rested on a whim?
You do not understand forgiveness. As you see it, it is but a check upon overt attack without requiring correction in your mind. It cannot give you peace as you perceive it. It is not a means for your release from what you see in someone other than yourself. It has no power to restore your unity with Him to your awareness. It is not what God intended it to be for you.
Not having given him the gift he asks of you, you cannot recognize his gifts and think he has not given them to you. Yet would he ask you for a gift unless it was for you? Could he be satisfied with empty gestures and evaluate such petty gifts as worthy of his Son? Salvation is a better gift than this, and true forgiveness, as the means by which it is attained, must heal the mind that gives, for giving is receiving. What remains as unreceived has not been given, but what has been given must have been received.
Hmm. Today we try to understand the truth that giver and receiver are the same. You will need help to make this meaningful because it is so alien to the thoughts to which you are accustomed. But the help you need is there. Give Him your faith today and ask Him that He share your practicing in truth today. And if you only catch a tiny glimpse of the release that lies in the idea we practice for today, this is a day of glory for the world.
Give 15 minutes twice today to the attempt to understand today's idea. It is the thought by which forgiveness takes its proper place in your priorities. It is the thought that will release your mind from every bar to what forgiveness means and to let you realize its worth to you.
In silence, close your eyes upon the world that does not understand forgiveness and seek sanctuary in the quiet place where thoughts are changed and false beliefs laid by. Repeat today's idea and ask for help in understanding what it really means. Be willing to be taught. Be glad to hear the voice of truth and healing speak to you. and you will understand the words. He speaks and recognizes. He speaks your words to you.
As often as you can, remind yourself you have a goal today, an aim which makes this day of special value to yourself and all your brothers. Do not let your mind forget this goal for long, but tell yourself, all that I give is given to myself. The help I need to learn, the help I need to learn that this is true is with me now, and I will trust in him. Then spend a quiet moment opening your mind to his correction and his love. And what you hear of him, you will believe, for what he gives will be received by you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I quite like this. This was excellent.
Yes, it
I think
is.
number four, chapter or lesson four was the first one that I really, not lesson four, but you know what I mean, part
Yeah,
four.
number four.
Yeah, thus is forgiveness, basically unsound, a charitable whim, benevolent yet undeserved, a gift bestowed at times, at other times withheld. Unmerited withholding is it just, or nor is it fair that you should suffer when it is withheld? The sin that you forgive is not your own. I love that.
Yes.
Someone apart from you committed it, and if you then are gracious unto him by giving him what he does not deserve, the gift is no more yours than was his sin.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that has a lot to do with, I catch myself from time to time thinking that, you're better than somebody or
Right.
they're lower than you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that at least I'm at this point now where I can catch that and go, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So I
I'm grateful for that awareness.
hmm
I I think I think I do that too, but I'm not as aware about that. So I'm glad for this chapter.
hmm
All that I give is given to myself because I'm me and you, so we're separate. So we just think, okay, this is kind of right up Nina's alley, you know,
yes.
crumbling the separation. We're all one, and what we do to around ourselves, we do to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you as Anne are a portion of me,
Yeah.
right? There's a part of myself that I
Oh,
see in you. And
oh yeah,
right?
we're completely connected. All of us.
Yes, all of us. And so
As
if we
Michael
can,
Murdad would say, there's a fragment of me in everybody, and there's a
hmm
fragment of you in everybody, and there's
yeah,
God in everybody.
yeah,
Maybe not a fragment, but or whatever. But so when you are being harsh towards somebody, you're being harsh towards
hmm
yourself,
yes,
or
yeah,
judgmental, or
yeah, yeah,
loving. If you're loving
hmm
towards somebody, you're loving towards everybody.
yeah.
I
When
was
you,
thinking about this a couple of days ago when I was in Sedona, and we were asked. This is for the Daughters of Heaven conference, and we were all asked. They moved all the chairs out of the way,
hmm
and we went into an inner circle and an outer circle, and then we were told to face somebody. And
hmm
this is really powerful. So he says, look at your person across from you, and I knew nobody there.
hmm
Um, you are my beloved. I open my heart to you. So we basically, we held each other's hands, all
hmm
strangers,
hmm
and we said this to one another and then walked in a circle so that we were kind
hmm
of like a twosome, all of us in
hmm
twosomes.
yep,
Wow, that removes separation.
yes,
And you remember that you are my beloved, Kelly.
hmm
I open my heart to you,
hmm
right? That's how we are to greet everyone.
yes, yeah,
And that eliminates all the shit,
yeah,
the judgment. You, whoever I meet, are my beloved. And I
hmm
open my heart to you.
yeah,
That was one of the that'll be something I remember for eternity.
right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it was a young man. There wasn't very many men at this event. Daughters of Heaven is not because it's women. It's
Mm,
like the divine feminine, and we all have divine
sure.
feminine and masculine in
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was a young man from northern Italy who he was my first beloved. So we kind of joked about that for a couple of days. You know, you are my first beloved, and I
Yeah.
open my heart to you. And
Mhm.
and he was in his early 30s and handsome as the day is long.
Yeah.
And you know, we really connected and we're friends on Facebook. I've been thinking of him a lot, so today might be the day that I actually reach out to him and say, hey,
Nice.
Robert. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
um so yeah, just that removes it all too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you are my, and you know, so even you know, whoever, someone being
Yeah.
an asshole in the store or the coffee shop,
Yeah.
and that's the challenge, right? You are my beloved, I open
Yeah.
my heart to you.
Yeah.
And maybe energetically they would feel that and change
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
They'd be like shaking their head or something.
What
But
just happened?
what just happened exactly?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we can remember, this is a really powerful chapter,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and not that we even because we've all realized we've done, oh, I don't feel good today, so you're better than me, and
Mm.
I'm feeling really confident today, and I'm doing this, and you know, in fact, I kind of
Yeah.
had that feeling yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you growing with me? I can feel this
Right.
one person that I spent time with yesterday. Why aren't you growing with me? So it became
Mm-hmm.
like a judgment. Come on, come on,
Right.
come on, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had just remembered, you know, you are my beloved, and I open my heart to you, then
Right.
that would have changed the dynamic. So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. And forgiven myself, because who am I? I'm just somebody fumbling through this meat suit world.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The other little piece that I liked was just the first sentence in number three. When you forgive a sin, there is no gain to you directly.
right. You give charity to one unworthy merely to point out that you are better
Yeah.
on a higher plane than him and you have forgive.
Yeah.
He has not earned your charitable tolerance, which you bestow on one unworthy. Huh. He has no claim on your forgiveness. It holds out a gift to him, but hardly to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And so, like, what is that saying? When you forgive a sin, does that mean it's not really anybody else's sin is not for us to forgive?
I think it is.
Like, who are we to? If is God the only one that can forgive our transgressions? I feel like that's kind of the
Yes.
point of that.
Is forgiveness basically unsound, a charitable whim? The sin is the sin that you forgive is not, it's down in number 4 as well. The sin that
Hmm.
you forgive is not your own. Someone apart from you committed, and if you are gracious unto him by giving him what he does not deserve, the gift is no more yours than was his. I think if we withhold, when you forgive a sin, there's no, interesting. I'm not sure. If this be
Yeah,
true,
interesting.
forgiveness has no grounds on which to rest dependably and sure. It is an eccentricity in which you sometimes choose to give indulgently, yet it remains your right to let the sinner not escape the justice. The I think it's tongue in cheek. Think the Lord of heaven would allow the world's salvation depend on this? No. Would not his care for you be small indeed if your salvation rested on a whim? You do not understand forgiveness. As you see it, it is but a check upon a word and requiring correction in your mind. It cannot give you peace as you perceive it. It is not a means for your release from what you see in someone other than yourself. I'm just getting a thought here that it's mirroring back to you something. So you're not really forgiving them, you're forgiving yourself.
Right. That's a good pickup. I think that's, yeah, I think you're correct. That sounds right. Hmm. The
Because if
forgiveness is in
oh, I forgive you
in
for
your self.
your crappy act, then I'm placing myself above you, and that's not what it is. It's a reflection
Right.
back to me. Ooh, I've got something not so nice in me,
Yeah.
and I need to forgive myself.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bit tricky in the wording, but I think, you know, if we were to forgive that poor person who's, doing shitty deeds, that's rather condescending, right?
Right.
So if we reflect it back to us and say, oh gosh, what in me attracted that for me to see that today? I
Hmm.
need to forgive something in me.
Yeah. Today we try to understand the truth that giver and receiver are the same.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You will need help to make this meaningful because it's so alien to the thoughts which you are accustomed to, but the help
Hmm.
you need is there. Give him your faith today and ask him that he share your practicing in truth today. And if you only catch a tiny glimpse of the release that lies in the idea we practice for today, this is a day of glory for the world. Well,
Hmm.
I don't want to be smug because that's not the intention, but
But we are
it seems
human.
we caught that. It seems
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
caught a tiny glimpse of the release that lies in the idea that we practice for today.
Hmm.
And then down to number 10, um, number 2 within number 10, repeat today's idea and ask for help in understanding what it really means. Be willing to be taught. Be glad to hear the voice of truth and healing speak to you. And you will understand the word he speaks and recognize he speaks your words to you. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. And that feels better. Somehow that feels better.
Yes.
Like it's not somebody else being naughty or,
Right.
asshole or whatever. It's
Yeah.
a reflection of something in me to
Yeah.
forgive
And
that
being
requires forgive.
willing to be taught to understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I like that. Be willing to be taught.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you for today, Kelly.
Thank you very much, Emery.